Hey, what's up, fellas? It's a little after 11 o'clock here on the 29th. Um, well, you probably can't hear it, but there is a hawk or a falcon, and it just obliterated a pigeon. I think it was bigger than a finch. But anyway, here, I'll show you what's going on. Today is trash day. They already got my gray bin. That's a beautiful sky out here. It's not hot at all. Light breeze, maybe 73 degrees. It's probably my favorite time of the year. Started setting out some of the um, Halloween decorations. I gotta go. I'm gonna take you with me to check the pool, and gonna talk about a couple of things that are core values and should be a core value for you as a man, um, in my opinion. Now, again, when I say these things, I think the pool will survive one day without me running the robot in it. So it's doing well right there. Um, Now, when I talk to you, I'm not talking to you like I'm some sort of fucking baller or some sort of guy you have to listen to because I'm so successful that you should listen to me so you can be like me. That's not anything about what I'm about. Wow, it's beautiful. That's the Franklin Mountains right there. Um, these are, anyways, it's one of my favorite times of the year. It's beautiful out here. It's just that as you get older, if you're a Caucasian, you have to be careful with your skin. And I'm not talking about your foreskin. I'm talking about your overall skin. You got to actually start taking care of yourself because getting a sunburn when you get older hurts quite a bit more than I remember it hurting when I was a young guy. And again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Only thing I want to do is be able to give you an advantage, and an advantage without ever trying to take anything from you. Now, that is to say that I don't need anything from you. I'm not trying to take anything from you. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to like or subscribe. I don't need your money. I'm not doing this anything other than to be selfish. Now, here's something no one wants to tell you. Nobody wants you younger guys to know. You're my fucking future. Bah! You know, when I get to be 60 or 70 years old, if I fucking make it that far, I'm 57. And I need someone to take I'm a big guy. A little over, not quite 6'2" anymore because it shrunk a little bit. It's called, as you get older, you shrink a little bit. I used to be over 6'2", not 6'3", but I was over 6'2", and now I'm 73 inches tall. So I'm just an inch under 6'2", 6'1". Now, I'll lie and say I'm still 6'2", but I'll be wearing heeled shoes or something stupid like that. I don't know if you know anything about being vain as a guy. Anyways, I'm getting way the fuck off the point. Core issue, and here's why I do this. And I'm not doing this for anything, but I guarantee you, as I get older, I'll age, even if I wanted to come back and work, which I don't want to fucking come back and work. At some point in time, all of us as men age out of working. And it's not cost beneficial for anybody to hire you or keep you around other than maybe nighttime security or something like that. Now, I'm not trying to say that to be mean. I'm just trying to be realistic. So, again, you're my future. I need to see you succeed. I need to make sure that you know there are people out there that give a shit about you. You don't owe me anything. I owe you. I think there's a song in there. Anyways, look, listen, a lot of times, and I get told this a lot of times I think I'm a lot funnier than I actually am. So If you can bear with me, I'll get to my point. I and us older men need you. I've never made $100,000 in my life. Closest I got was the low 90s. I think I made 90,087 dollars or something like that. And that was 1 year, and it was getting back pay. So, anyways, um, I'm not a baller. I'm not any of that kind of stuff. I've never been an athlete. I tried out 3 times for Delta Force when I was in the EOD community in the Army, and I just wasn't fucking good enough. I can't. Rucksack, road march, the backpack that we wear. I called it a green tick because it would always suck the life out of me um, when we were road marching. I don't know how those guys could fucking do it. And they sent me from, well, I'm not supposed to say, but it's West Virginia. They sent us over to West Virginia. And when you're practicing, getting ready for Delta Force trial, wah! And I had no problem with, well, I did have a problem with Ranger School and Q School. That doesn't fucking matter. This isn't about me. But the U went over, and this is the top. I think they told me I was in the top 4% of my MOS, military occupational skill in the military. And they would only take 1% of that 4% to then try to become an operator. And the last time I went back, I tried out for the EOD cell. I just wasn't fucking good enough. And I don't know how if you guys know anything about the military or road marching in a military manner, but there's a phrase you call walk a pole. Yeah, the telephone poles are like 50 meters apart. So what you do is you walk a pole and then you run a pole. You walk a pole and run a pole, and that way you can make it 12 miles. But these dudes, we weren't on a flat surface, man. You were in West Virginia, and you'd start off here and go, nah, you'd only have to go like this far across, right? But there'd be this valley in between you, so you'd have to go all the way down and all the way back. And you'd show up at one of the sites, and then there'd be this little card where you put your initials and your last four, your social security number, or there'd be a punch attached to it, and you'd punch a hole in it. And once all the spaces were filled out, and there's always somebody watching. And anyways, I don't want to even get into that, man. No, I just wasn't fucking good enough. So, anyways, all that to say, earlier this week I got bent out of shape because there's too many dickheads out there acting like they're making everything happen. Now, I don't have anything bad to say about Andrew Tate or any of these fucking super guys in the manosphere or anything like that, but those motherfuckers haven't built a road in their life. They haven't built a school. They haven't built a hospital. They haven't repaired a bridge. They're not making sure our food gets from the farm to our tables or to the grocery store, to the distribution center. They don't work at the Amazon distribution center. They're not law enforcement, firefighters, nurses. They're not making anything happen. They're just sitting back there and going, you know what? I know more than you do. And if you want to be rich like me, fuck out of here. Fuck you guys. They're not trying to help anybody. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to monetize their help for you. And I got this fucking Greg, whatever. It just fucking drives me crazy when these fucking dickheads say they're a doctor. If you're not a medical doctor, in my opinion, you're just another guy like me. Because I have a fucking PhD from the School of Hard Knocks. Don't fucking try to tell me shit. And anyways, he was just being unnecessarily insincere and rude, and just with you ever had somebody who they think they're up here and they talk to you like you're down here, like I know better and you don't. No, I don't. No. That's fucking bullshit. So, anyways, yeah, I did. I went a little sideways with that, but I completely, I didn't write anything down. I completely forgot my, core values. Core values. For me, one of the biggest things, and it may cost you some relationships, and it may cause you some hard feelings, but I think it is a better way for you to be blunt and honest than for you to tell somebody something you think they want to hear. Now, here's my caveat. We don't fucking tell on we don't tell on ourselves. You don't tell on yourself. Anybody ask your opinion about somebody else, you say, you know what, I don't really know that guy well enough. But if somebody is being honest with you and it's just you and them and nobody's recording any of that, I think you should be honest with them. That's just the way I look at it. So, nah, I just hate these fucking know-it-all guys. You know, these guys who couldn't survive. Let's say tomorrow for the next 6 months, you're not getting any more food deliveries, and there's going to be chaos for like months. I have enough stuff to take care of myself and my family for at least a year, and I've done that over time. I'm not rich, a nice home, have a nice life, nice quiet life. I made sure I lived in a good neighborhood. I just think all of these so-called fucking know-it-alls, they know what to tell you, how to act, how to dress, how to be this way. If you want to get the girls, you gotta be a big daddy, and you gotta get fuck out of here, man. Women are slowly coming around. So, anyways, winter's already been here for some of these hoes. I can't even tell you the last wedding I went. I won't bore you guys. Jesus Christ, this is way longer than I thought it would be. I think a core value for you should be to be honest. Not honest at your own expense. And not saying anything doesn't mean you're not being honest. You don't have to tell on yourself. You don't have to say, hey, do you think that was a good decision? No, I really think you're an asshole. And that, no, don't fucking do that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, well, if it's just you and that other person's, nobody's recording anything, and you go, what do you think? Well, I don't think that was a good decision, and here's why. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. So you guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't take care of yourself, you are my future, and I will do what I can to try to help you. I'm not going to take anything from you. Maybe a beer. Maybe sometime we'll sit down and have a beer and we'll have a drink. But I promise you, I won't dominate the conversation or anything like that. I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. I always try to listen more than I speak. So, like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso, I'm out of here. You're worth it. Keep your head up. Stay in the fight. It'll all make sense. The longer you're alive, the better off you're going to be, man. All right? Bye-bye.